Hey man, got some disturbing news. It's about boxing, so you know you're not in a rush to get concussed, right? But the disturbing news is this. Alexander Povetkin has tested positive for a banned substance. Ostarine. Dot, dot, dot. Again. Okay? Again. Right? This is very disturbing news for everybody involved and all of the fight fans and Russia. It's just for everybody. Okay? Now, a little history. I don't want to go into it too much, but a little history. The fight between Povetkin and Deontay Wilder did not happen because Povetkin tested positive for a banned substance. At the time, this was meldonium, which had just been banned on January 2016. And he had trace amounts in his system, which means they decided, okay, we can't let these guys fight or anything, but we won't ban him for long. He got a suspension. You know, he didn't really have to. He could still fight. He's also still the mandatory after this fight, but he wasn't the mandatory, but he was the guy who had to fight the eliminator to become the mandatory. It's very confusing. You see me stuttering. It's so confusing. But at the end of the day, he got popped then, and he admitted he was taking meldonium all the time before, which means his stamina was enhanced because of it. But if it wasn't banned, then you took it. So through the trace amounts, we basically all let him slide, right? But, you know, guys like Deontay Wilder was already in England at the time, so he'd already traveled with his team. You know, all those travel expenses and everything involved. So you're expecting to get paid, and you didn't. So that happened in that fight. So it's the same thing in this fight. This fight was very good for both fighters because they were both guaranteed $1.4 million, which I thought was pretty good for a fight that's not a championship fight. It was an eliminator. And then they even put 300,000 on the side for the winner. So that was pretty good for the fight. Now you have Bermane Stavern, who is in Russia. They did the weigh-in, right? He's in Russia. So with this information, what is going to go down? You know, you're not going to pay the guy 1.4 million, so it loses money. All of those things. I hope people consider all of that. You know, now Povetkin, this is the second time, and for me personally, listen, you know, I'm basically done. I'm done. For me, it tarnishes his legacy. It just leads me to believe that, you know, this has been going on. You know, as much as I put on an empathy cap and can feel for all of these athletes, I don't just blurt things out there. Have you know, high tolerance because you know people are people. Things can happen. But the second time, right before a fight, and I really had read something. I think the day before yesterday, which was really interesting, and I was like, yeah, this time I know he's not dope because he had said VADA, the drug administration, would test him about 5 times already. Of course they would. VADA is not. They're no fools. They'll come today, and you think you're good. They'll be back there tomorrow, right? That's how they popping people, you know. So a lot of people have been caught. You know, like he ties Lucas Brown this year for being popped twice, and they tried to let you guys both slide once, but they came back and got you. Now there is no excuses here. Ostarine is not to be found in energy drinks, right? Like Bermane Stavern's, his was in an energy drink. They all agreed that was in an energy drink. This is somebody just basically doping. And, you know, I don't know how you're going to talk your way out of this or whatever. And I would hope that, you know, Bermane Stavern, I don't know what you're going to do, but I would be talking to the Ryabinsky, who is the promoter. Hey, I'll fight him anyway if you're going to give me that 1.4 million and that 300,000, right? Something just so the fans can get a fight. I don't know what the fans of Povetkin are going to say to this, but when you want someone to change, all right, to think that they're wrong instead of pointing fingers at someone else, then it has to be his own people that get on him. Similar to Canelo Alvarez, but I'll get to that. Your own people are going to have to say something, because if they don't, and they make excuses for you, then this guy's never going to feel like he's done anything wrong. At this point, there is nothing to say. Now, Ryabinsky is a good promoter. He's the same guy who put some good fights over there in Russia. He wins these purse bids to have the fights in Russia. And this keeps happening to him. Now, I don't know if he knows about what's going on with the doping. Let's hope he's not involved. But if not, he's going to have I was about to say that, but he was going to be pretty upset himself, you know. So all of these things being considered, this is a bad day. It's disgusting, right, for everyone involved, including us fans. Would have been a good fight, but another one due to doping. But I'm gonna tell you something straight up. Congratulations to Vada, because Vada is basically not having it. We're gonna clean up the sport. And like I was saying, I did a video the other day about the drugs that's going on, you know, with 1,000 athletes in Russia. And one word to that was that's everybody, right? So Povetkin, that just really sums it up. Everybody. Guys, get it together. I'll be back later to find out if they're going to fight or not. I'll let you guys know. But up until now, I doubt it very seriously. Too bad for us fight fans for tonight. Hey, it's a sad day again. Ridiculous. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm about.